to side control, and what's going to happen is that little mini T-Rex armbar, your little mini T-Rex armbar is going to turn into a Kimura. Okay. Now, just keep in mind here, let's say he did a good job staying on his side. I want to flatten him out. I want to walk his head this way, and I want to roll my knees this way, and I want to keep walking towards the center. As here, my arm kills his underhook. If I'm up here, yes, he doesn't grab. He just uses it as a hook in order to, and pinches his knees and pushes me up, and that under, yes, right there. You see how I lose position fairly easily. So underhook is absolutely vital. You don't know underhooks? It's gonna be tough because most wrestlers understand underhook concept. So here, I'm killing his underhook as my knees are pinching, and I keep walking, and I keep moving the head offline. Keep walking to the right, towards the center, towards my right, keeping him flat, okay? From here, I know he's got an underhook, okay? So I'm gonna bring this arm over here, okay? And I still have this, so see how this gets exposed, okay? Oftentimes, what they do is they slowly, and we'll do this slowly, he'll open the leg and he'll roll to his left in order to change the angle of this, but I'll get here. But then I'll bring it back here, and then I'll start going for a Kimura basically, okay? So we're here, all right? What I wanna do is I wanna keep his arm now bent, because I don't have the straight arm leg. Straight arm leg is way easier to do when you have that leg. So from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk my hips and my left rib onto his face. I'm gonna roll hip, roll over that arm, hip. I'm just doing it nicely. I need to be able to control his upper body. There's a couple ways to do it. I just want you guys to do this right here. As I begin to push that arm out and lift, okay? So I'd rather you guys do it this way first, because conventionally, you're taught to do it this way, here, which is just another way to do it as I pull his elbow off, okay? But because you're already, let's go this way, in this particular position, so look, he had the underhook. I want to kill that underhook, and I want to control his hip as I roll him flat and pinch the knees, flat knees, and I keep this here. If I go here, this is just enough for him to pinch his knees and crunch. You see how he hoists me? And now I got a real big problem. Because here he could go to my back, he can reverse me, and it's not anything good for me. And I lost a really good position. So if I see this, which is what Master Carlos teaches with the Bruce Lee, hiding that top underhook, and you miss it, you go here and you control the head, and you roll the head, pinch the knees, and I keep walking towards the center, because the more I walk towards the center, the more flat he goes here. And then at some point, I'm keeping this pinch, and then I'm gonna crunch, and I'm gonna go, whoosh, and I'm gonna control the hip right here, and I'm controlling his knee, so he can't pull it out his way. So here, okay, I still keep looking down. I don't want to do this. I want to be here, and I want to use my feet to still roll him forward here, okay? But let's say I'm setting up and went a little bit too high, okay? And his arm rotated here. Yeah, see how his leg opened up? I went here. Now I got past his guard. Now I need to finish this. I'm gonna roll the hips, roll the hips, roll the hips right onto where I can begin to feel my hip on his face, okay? And I'm gonna stretch that out, roll it, and begin to, okay, nice and gently. But if you notice, I'm not using my thumbs. If I use my thumbs, that already starts to hurt. So I switch it and keep it bent, okay? Keeping it bent, rolling the hip, walking it out here. And all I'm doing is I'm keeping this on the mat. Oops, sorry. Keeping this on the mat, and then I'm lifting my left shoulder, and his head's compressed, okay? So just one last time. If you want, you could even start in side control. He's got an underhook, okay? From here, same concept. Here, bend it. And from here, I'm just gonna walk it back and roll it. Because I need to roll over this right frame of his. Because if his frame is strong here, I need to be able to roll it, and it can't really feel good on his arm. It's gonna be overbent. As I frame it here, here, here. Sorry, John. I'm gonna walk this out. There, I can feel his face on my hip. And finish. Okay, guys, so you can start in half guard, past half guard if you're a little bit advanced, or just start in side control. If you're starting in side control, start with the bottom person with an underhook. You're here, and you're pressuring the hip with your hip, walking the head. And at some point, you're gonna go, and you're gonna chop that right there. Here, here. Okay, he'll bend it. Yes. And then I just wanna walk it and lock it. Roll it. Keep it bent, keep it bent, keep it bent, keep it bent. And then I feel his hip. I think he's looking, you're looking at your left, John?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If he straightens it, then I switch to grip. And then I go back to straight. Okay, guys? Let's try. 1, 2, 3.